Hey folks, this is a 2020 Subaru Ascent Limited Edition. We can stare into the abyss of this vehicle as it sucks you in because it's abyss blue, right? And this is Jeremiah here at Drive Up, formerly Josh's All Under 10 at 1350 North Cable Road here in Lima. And we're gonna do a walk around of this vehicle. This is a beauty. It's very well kept. You got good tread, good rims. It's a clean vehicle to go around. You do have your backup sensors that go beep, beep, beep as you go closer to objects in the rear. You got your dual exhaust in the bottom. And it is, of course, all-wheel drive. Subaru says we transfer the power from the wheels that slip to the wheels that grip. That's their key line there. Side repeating turn signals. It's going to have blind spot detection on the vehicle and a bunch of goodies on the inside. So, which it is a beige interior, beautiful beige. Let's do our alliteration there. But let's go on the inside. So, give it a pull. Power liftgate. And we already have our all-weather mats covering the backs of the seats and also down here as well. We have a privacy shade that comes with the vehicle, so you can stow it on one of those two spots there and pull it and hang it here so peering eyes can't see inside what you're doing. 12-volt power adapter there on the side. Little extra storage underneath right here. Spare is underneath right there. And these seats will drop down as pull and push and drop down. Otherwise, in the rear, we have a USB port and then a bunch of cup holders on one side and the same on the other side for your cup holders. Your third row is 60-40 split, so they'll individually drop down and pass through long objects, but still have seating for others if you like. And we do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 seats in the rear, 3 seats in the second row, and then 2 seats in the front. So that is 8-person. Let's go ahead and drop down our power lift gate. To the rear we go. These seats are buttery smooth, very nice. Again, on weather mats in the vehicle. And we have our different ways to adjust the seats, so we can pull here and then actually pull there and then pull here to fold the seat. You can also just grab the back and it'll slide forward instead of folding itself up. Power windows, and also for the kiddos in the back so their eyeballs don't get burned out, we can have the sunscreen right there. And power windows, and then bottled water. Oh, that's nice. Cup holder right there. I didn't catch that. That's unique. Hardback seats. Your kiddies don't get bludgeoned when somebody decides to kick. We have 2 USB ports. The rear has their own heated seats back here with climate control. That can be controlled up there. I'm going to wipe my lens off here because it's a little blurry. Got our old blink handles, depending on who's driving, right? They're all around the door. But cup holders right there. Let's go ahead and go to the passenger front, take a look at how that looks. Power seats, right? Typical. Got the books, wheel lock nuts so they don't steal those nice rims in the vehicle. But let's go to the fun part, which is the driver's seat. We'll see what we got going on. Driver has its usual suspects: power windows, power locks, power side mirrors. Memory seats if your significant other has a condition like mine called 5-1, so you don't bang your knees when you get inside. And then we also have lumbar support in the vehicle, so it comes in and out. And a number of features right here. Let's do my best to memorize. So now this does have memory lift gate, so that means you can set that lift gate if you don't want it to go so high. You can maybe bring it back down, and then it remembers, if you tell it to only go that high from that point on. If you have a lower garage, or again, someone who's 5'1" that can't reach, right? There's your electronic stability control. Leave that on unless you're doing donuts in a parking lot. And then we have our blind spot detection. We can turn that feature off. Interior lights right there. That's your dome lights. Oh, let's go on in. Imports always have their, let's turn this AC off. There we go for a moment. We do have, on imports, you have your lights on the left-hand side. Turn the radio off. Left-hand side has your lights on your stalk, so we're set for automatic. Paddle shifters, if you'd like to manually upshift and downshift in the vehicle, with a Shiftronic shifter down there too, so we're in the drive and we can pop it over to manual mode, back over to automatic. Okay, let's see. Most important feature every vehicle has to have is your sunglass holder. We got that, and then we can also see what everybody's doing in the back seat with our extra little mirror. Storage, removable tray, deep storage. Cup holders, good place to throw your cell phone with the 12-volt power adapter down there. 2 more USB ports and an auxiliary port. We also have X mode, which is going to be for your basically your all-wheel drive system for the train. AVH is a great question. I don't have the answer to, but I'll leave that answer in the comments once I figure it out. And here we have electronic parking brake. To engage the parking brake, just pull, and the vehicle will engage the parking brake. Boop, right there. To press your foot on the brake, push down the button, and away it goes and unlocks it. All right, and then we have heated seats in the front in our environmental controls, which is dual automatic climate control, which it is getting a little warm, so I'm gonna turn it back on, put it right about there, put it on auto. And then moving up from there, we have our infotainment system with a CD player, my goodness, of all things. Sometimes you get lucky. We didn't get a CD, okay. AM, FM, XM satellite radio, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then a little extra right there. Oh, right there you are. So you can see your acceleration, MPG, and your average speed, temperature outside. Oh, I don't know why it comes out, but there you go. And up here we'll get to our dash where you can see your 115,669 for the mileage of the vehicle. Trying to think of anything else that's important on here. Auto dimming rear view mirror. Whole thing extends to block out the sun. There you go. That's where you paint your face right there. All right. You can turn off the lane departure warning. That's where it beeps at you if you cross the lane without your blinker on. Great for interstate travel, but if you're in town and you tend to cross the lines, that'll drive you nuts. And then this is your forward collision alert. Forward collision alert. You're driving down the road, and then distraction. You're looking at this handsome guy, and you don't notice the car in front of you stopped. So the vehicle is going to get your attention if it can by throwing up a bunch of alerts here to get you to respond and hit that brake. If you don't respond, the vehicle will try to mitigate that impact by stopping itself. Okay, so there's that. And underneath the rear view mirror is HomeLink. So you can pair up your garage door here, so you don't have to have a little thing clipped up here and making a groove up there on your headliner. But I think that's about it. I mean, this is a nice, well-equipped vehicle. Plenty of power with the V6. It'll scoot. And it's got Subaru's reputation with the ability to drive on crazy terrain, especially here in Northwest Ohio, and the ice and snow and whatever else you might throw at you. It'll handle very well. This is Jeremiah here at Drive Hub, formerly Josh's Under 10, thanking you for watching the video. If there's anything I missed, excuse me, 419-890-8793, and I think it's about time for me to take a cough drop. Have a good one. Sometimes you forget things that you can go over further in a vehicle, so I didn't cover the steering wheel. Left-hand side has your volume adjustment, your channel changer, AM, FM, XM changer, answer the phone, hang up, voice command. But the right-hand side has some important features, including the heated steering wheel on the vehicle. But up here we have our lane keep assist. So as long as there's lines on the road and the camera can see it, it'll bounce you between the lines of the road. If your hands aren't on the steering wheel, it will harass you to put your hands on the steering wheel after a while. But as long as I can see the lines, you're good. Lines disappear, so do you off the side of the road, right? And then it also has smart cruise control. So that way, if you're driving along 70 miles an hour, somebody pulls in front of you and they want to go 55, your vehicle will match their speed, and it'll match how close you want to be to that car in front of you, right? Until they get out of the way, and then you go back up to your normal speed right there. So those are just some things that I noticed that I had forgotten. That's kind of important. You interact with those on a daily basis.